Hey guys, it's host Adi and welcome to Comic Space, and in major update breaking up, and we recently also talked about it, as Ralph Anson is going to be joining the MCU as the Galactus in the upcoming Fantastic Four reboot. And first thing first, we did talk about Galactus just recently, and another thing that Galactus is officially going to be part of the Fantastic Four reboot, and I don't know if Marvel Studios really wanted that to be out before the film releases. And again, this is just as much as official because again, it is not coming from Marvel or Kevin Feige, but it is indeed coming from the Hollywood Reporter, and I think that is just good as an official update. So in major revolution, and how much big part that Galactus is actually going to be of the Fantastic Four film and moving forward as of the MCU as whole. So we have a lot to talk about. So this is in just a very exciting update. And just like I said, I recently did talk about Galactus being part of the Fantastic Four. And as recently, Giancarlo Esposito has officially joined the MCU and he has signed on with Marvel Studios. We did talk about an possibility of him playing Galactus. And since he himself confirmed that he was not going to play Professor X in the MCU, so we did talk all about that and we speculated a lot about it, Galactus, Doctor Doom. So again, Ralph Anson is going to be our Galactus moving forward. And another thing that we also have in scoop coming from My Time to Shine Hello. And again, if you have been following our channel or have been part of the rumor mill, you know that we like to give a lot more reference to people like Daniel RPK and My Time to Shine Hello, because these guys have quite a great track record as well. So as you went on to state, Galactus is not going to be in one of villain, he will be back for future projects. And matter of fact, this claim was also backed up by Alex Perez, and again another industry insider that we cover frequently on the channel. That means Marvel Studios is looking forward to utilize Galactus for future projects and for the Fantastic Four franchise as well, sequels, and he could be playing a major role moving forward with the Mutant Saga, maybe, or with the cosmic side of the MCU, perhaps even in the Multiverse Saga and moving forward with the Avengers Secret Wars, because again, Fantastic Four and Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be two major pieces in the Multiverse Saga puzzle moving forward to set up the whole ground for Secret Wars. So does that mean Galactus is actually going to be a major part of the Fantastic Four reboot that we are going to see next year? Probably 100%, but I don't think so he would be majorly part of the film. He could be one of the villains, or they would just like to sit him back and just let him come in the final battle, just like pretty much what we have seen with the Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer, and to have the story develop with Silver Surfer majorly involved in the film. We already have enough confirmation that Julia Garner is going to play Shala Bell's version of Silver Surfer. We don't know that Northern Rad version of Silver Surfer is going to be part of the film, but there is a quite speculation of both of them coming into the play for the film. So you can for sure derive the story and the narrative from there, and to have Galactus pretty much sit in the backseat for a while. And by the way, there also has been talks of more men can also be included in the Fantastic Four reboot. So again, if you look at all of those things, you have quite a few, some major cosmic characters already been involved in the film. And again, as it also looks like they are not going to utilize Galactus in a very major way, he is probably going to be there, he is going to make an appearance, but it does depends how major and at what extent that appearance is actually going to be and how it will actually affect the Secret War situation. So obviously they are going to utilize characters for sequels and to move forward with the Mutant Saga and everything else. And again, if you want to talk about Secret Wars, we already have Kang. They have set him up as the big bad for sure, and I'm pretty sure Kang is going to be playing a major role moving forward as well with Avengers 5 and with Avengers Secret Wars. And I of course have talked about of Kang actually not being the ultimate villain in Avengers Secret Wars. He's going to be majorly part of Avengers 5 for sure, but Kang is much like a setup for that ultimate guy, and it also could be a prime variant of Kang, because we have seen a lot of variants of Kang. We have seen Victor Timely, we have seen Council of Kangs even, and we have seen Kang the Conqueror in QUNTAMMANIA. But I don't think so, we still haven't seen the Kang the Conqueror who our Earth mightiest heroes have to go up against in Avengers 5 and have to come back together. So again, we still haven't got to that part. We also still have talks of Doctor Doom could be playing in some sort of a role. Again, I don't have too much to go on Doctor Doom, and I don't think so there's a lot of time to actually pivot from Kang and to set up Doctor Doom. And again, if you're talking about God, Emperor, Doctor Doom, and all of the things, and you have to make people care about that character, and you also have to give the character a room to breathe for sure. So, can Galactus actually come into the play of Secret Wars and in the battle world? At some extent, I think another thing that makes this whole situation kind of interesting and fun to talk about is that Fantastic Four is not going to be taking place in our 616 continuity of the MCU, but it is going to be taking place in a total different dystopian world where the Fantastic Four is probably going to be the only lead team of superheroes. The film is obviously going to be set in the 60s, but it is still going to be a very futuristic film, especially after we had that first look of Human Torch for the film. So again, there are a lot of interesting that Marvel Studios is doing with the Fantastic Four. So if you look at all of those things, and it also tells you at what scale Marvel Studios is looking forward to for Fantastic Four, because again, it is just insane. We just talked about Mole Man, we just talked about Shalaban, Silver Surfer, Norrin Rad, we are talking about the Galactus. So we really gotta see how Marvel Studios is going to play their cards and how all of this going to fit into the puzzle of Secret Wars, into the puzzle of the Multiverse Saga. So we really have to look out for the Fantastic Four, because that film is going to be insane. So again, the recent week has been quite a crazy one because we got tons of updates, because Marvel Studios is also moving forward with their X-Men reboot in a high gear. So as we go ahead, we are going to have a lot of things to talk about, and especially about mutants and about X-Men. So I think it is time for me to see you guys off. Well, that's for this video guys, but before you go, you can consider to grab the subscribe button so don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel or DC update. I'm so glad that you guys got the time to hear me out. Thanks for listening to me. This is your host Adi signing off. See you in the next one.